the Ghost Martin.
Instructions earlier, as a reminder, obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. Touch him up, good luck.
Martin, the bell, and round one. Proficient at pull counters as well as Martin
is an exceptional athlete.
Started strategic patience, and for Frank Martin, of course, knockout of the year. But here, very much typical of a
and ended up picking Tank up on the shot.
Behind the guard of Davis by Martin. Single shot counter KOs. Down the stretch, went to the volume route, and their sparring session years ago where Martin allegedly landed. I wonder if that'll happen with an athlete like Frank Martin for the last round. Of course, Martin with 12 of the Ghostbusters theme. His team has T-shirts with
a lot of problems tonight.
We want to stick and move. Gervonta Tank Davis fight. Very smart pressure
on his shoulders.
There's the 1-2.
And this is what I talk about, putting rounds together. Jab, jab.
High IQ, compact, short punches.
Both of them so alert.
And there's a little, but a little grappling, not much else.
There's a lot of mental strength.
And a guy who's really ready mentally. The fight-altering power that Tank Davis possesses to really just move the millimeters. The call, well, Martin says he's going to spook the entire division. Martin has to offer. Martin trying to establish the jab. The high guard of Tank Davis, under 20 seconds left. There's always that. The body by Tank Davis. Davis missed with the lead left, but avoids it.
Yeah, both fighters really alert right now.
Hands were low and bounced off the high guard of Martin. Otherwise, I get what you're saying, but
same here.
It's only round ability to utilize his ring IQ and his boxing vision and put it on notice by recording the upset for Davis. Of course, it's all about low output.
And Martin's a really good one, just like Tank.
Especially that left hand. He's so quick with it.
Got good body.
Really good pressure right now, even though he's not
throwing. It was supposed to be a 50-50 fight against the
When Davis misses, Martin comes back.
Davis, meanwhile, wants to continue doing this. Punching Cow in the corner.
He does.
And there's the jab, and there's that kind of upset here tonight. Repetitive processes by his opponents. We saw what
he's the only one who's been landing so far with jabs. There's a jab
from Frank Martin, so
he's not throwing anything. He's making Frank Martin work.
The then unbeaten Michel Rivera. He took Rivera to school, the biggest winner. Now the jab through the guard.
Mistake to open up and, you know, land a big shot.
Well, that's the whole thing. Jab to the body by Davis.
Yeah, and if you're Martin, you definitely want to start putting those rounds together.
And eating a left uppercut for the 2020. Footwork is amazing.
He got under and around by...
against the unheralded Artem Artunian, but he showed that clutch gene.
Keep it up for 12 rounds.
Not just keep it up, but get the respect of
Tank Davis fight. The key is, well, you got to open up.
That can only last so long. You don't want to keep something for Tank.
He really was incredible in that. Tank at bay, utilizing the jab in the sport. But had a standout career and now working under the pressure on Davis. It's incredible how, you know, it does just take one in the Frank Martin.
Exactly, but, you know,
there's a nice left hand. Yes. It's not even so much as an exciting fight under the tutelage of Derek James. He is primed here tonight.
Yeah, saw how nice Martin got out of that corner.
Explosive fight-ending single shot counters that Davis.
You can just sense it. Anything can happen in any given moment.
And there's a 1-2 from the southpaw. It's exciting finishes, but Martin doing what he needs.
I'm a big fan of Frank Martin, so as well as, you know, Tank Davis. Who isn't?
Martin averages about 48 punches a round, as expected. Martin, his career is incredible.
And you know
Tank Davis fight. Oh, nice. And he actually heard him say that he didn't feel Martin.
But we knew he was capable of this. And so
Gervonta Davis trying to create an opening. The feint right there.
That's the hard part.
They're going fast.
There's a double.
You can't get in trouble for that.
I could knock out Tank Davis too, you know.
And you're not doing anything to hurt me.
His foot movement, we've seen that on display, and perhaps his ability to trap from the opening bell.
Now over the jab of
Martin utilizing that footwork.
Repetitive if you're Martin.
No way.
Davis,
there you go.
But he said,
but he has been hit with a flush shot.
No, but right cheek of Tank Davis. It's getting swollen. It's red there. There's Martin by Tank, and it was a solid one.
Nice lead left. Money line has changed.
Davis is reading you.
Instantly, he'll respond.
Ooh, there it is.
The left
But he said, but the body shots, yes.
He's doing a little damage, Frank Martin.
just based on more output.
Yeah.
That's how you get him off rhythm.
Accuracy, explosive counters. The left uppercut. And now Davis beginning to open up. He's landed 40.
And you heard Calvin Ford saying, look, we
The best ever connect percentage against Ford here. The crowd anticipating it. 49 total punches compared to his triple jab, something that he likes to.
He's doing all the right stuff.
Yes, yes, he is, Joe.
Beautiful. Nice lead left lands for Davis.
Come back with your own, even if it hurt, just to let him know that.
Feint by Martin.
We'll see.
And he said the whole fight is a trap. You asked Davis knocked him out.
Frank Martin's very hard to hit to the head, and he landed some solid.
Got Martin leading, taking those rounds.
And from Martin, good trajectory change.
He's timing that jab well. He's just reassuring Tank. Yeah, he's moving now, but you keep the pressure on. You'll get to him.
Volume. 1, 2, 3, back to the jab, moving to the side.
Watch your hands, watch your hands.
Of course he wants him to bring it. Take it down with the left. By Davis, the jab eventually. Davis looking at
Giving Davis any
very much going according to what I guess a lot of it.
Yeah, don't stay on the ropes, Martin.
Jab to the midsection by Davis on Frank Martin in front of him, trying to cut off that ring. Martin with the power experts planned that Martin would
Tricks out of the corner there and off the ropes to avoid getting
to Martin, and the left hand, the lead hand, going upstairs, downstairs, missing with this power punches. Huge edge for Martin. Well, Tank even went public on social media, predicted a 9th round. Mini Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
Mike Tyson had the same effect by Martin.
Yeah, you can't just let Davis get.
We knew he was going to move. Well, of course. I mean,
30 seconds left, and Martin said, hey, Tank Davis was Leo Santa Cruz, but lead, nice left, separates them.
The right thing to do, but again,
Tank's 32, but there's always Tank. Build off us, and he told us that his biggest
dance
asset.
for Martin.
Nice.
One step ahead.
in this fight.
He pulled straight back. You notice that?
But
That's Frank Martin
You
again.
go grab it, back him up a little bit, but on the angle. Stay off the rope.
The 6th round begins, and Frank Martin fires off the fight. You got to believe that, based on what we've seen, the gap on the scorecards. 2 minutes lead here in terms of total punches connected in this. And now Martin is landing at 29%. So what for him is a danger zone.
Nice combo by Martin.
Davis misses with the lead lifts all. Gervonta Tank Davis with just goes to work for Martin to the body. To Cruz, who he and Esau Cruz were the two fighters. Frank the Ghost Martin, who has,
Yeah, he stopped throwing that.
Martin still has round of fair. And Tank lands a chop. He's doing exactly what he's supposed to.
Here's the thing.
He's really tried to pressure Tank in the early. Stuck to his game plan, has had success with his footwork.
Frank Martin covered up well.
Still rounds like that.
That's right. He's got
Single shots.
He's looking
to try to really bring it to him. And again, Martin is doing what Martin says. The jab, the mobility, but now
the left hand with the left uppercut like that.
Forced to retreat on the back foot, but Martin unable to fire back. Double jab left from Davis. Now Davis chopping.
He needs to be a little bit more busy as he is right there. Yeah, Tank definitely not respecting that power from Martin getting in.
We've seen Martin's got to be ahead on the score.
No, he does not want to open up. He doesn't want to give anything to Davis. But again,
Martin against the ropes.
Tank is just walking in so comfortable.
Combinations of his, but nice.
Just let out that jab. He's got to get back on the jab.
Oh, there's the jab, and just based on the output, right, guys?
I wouldn't.
Again, he has to keep him busy.
Oh, there's a left hand. Jab from Davis, and another jab countered by Martin.
Still
A minute left here in the first half of the fight.
Although Tank is having his best round so
And
far.
body in the right by Davis. Davis has definitely muted the offense, but the gap is closing, and Davis double lefts on his face of the offense of Frank Martin. Martin just avoiding that counter, but now Martin. Oh, wow.
Shot, which was the left hand. And here's the jab, straight left now.
You go this way. This way.
With 7 body shots, Martin just 10 of 26.
Martin's got to stay out of the corners if he wants to stay there.
Defense of Frank Martin for the first time in this fight.
Pulled a nice Houdini out of that corner on that first.
And with 20 seconds left, breaking them up, but Martin doing the veteran thing. Pressure is building.
Yes,
This is his best round in terms of offensive output.
Ropes, you know, and that's the safest place for him. That was a low blow.
And then missing with that left cross. Opening up, standing in front of him.
Oh, left uppercut. That's it.
Down goes Martin! Mamma mia! It's like Tank Davis scripts this stuff. Gervonta Tank Davis.
Time of 1 minute, 29 seconds in round number 8. He is the winner by way of knockout, Gervonta Tank